Hi, before starting this video lecture, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10th in your school. In last video lecture, we have started our chapter number 6, similar triangles. Now let us come again on the recapitulation of that topic. We know that similar figures are those figures which are same in shape but size doesn't matter. Means figures which are same in shape but here size doesn't matter. So similarly two triangles are similar when here this conditions holds. Two triangles are said to be similar if in first condition corresponding angles are equal, in second condition corresponding sides are proportional. Means that if these two condition holds, so we can say that two triangles are similar. Here we have a example for us, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So here if corresponding angles are equal, like that in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, when we compare the angles, so angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E and angle C is equal to angle F. First condition holds. Similarly, the ratios of the corresponding sides of both triangles AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. Similarly, is equal to BC equal by EF. Here AB by DE equal to AC by DF equal to BC by EF, which is equal to 1 upon 3. So the ratios of the corresponding sides are equal. So here when these two conditions hold, so we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, which is the criteria for the two triangles to be similar. So in this video lecture we will today study the basic proportionality theorem and kernels of basic proportionality. So now let us come on our chapter number 6, similar triangles, new topic, basic proportionality theorem. It's an important topic. That theorem comes in the exam in the form of Thales theorem or BPT theorem. So let us come on its statement. Statement and proof both comes in the exam. So statement is also important for the exam point of view. So let us come on the statement again. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. What is the mean of it? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So for this, first of all, we draw a triangle ABC. Here we draw a triangle ABC and we consider that DE are 2 points. Here D is the point on AB and E is the point on AC. So when we join DE, so here we get DE is parallel to BC. So here we have to prove that this line divides two sides of a triangle, like that. Here we have to prove that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Means this line DE when parallel to BC, so this line DE divides the two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. Means we have to prove AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. For this to prove, here we do some construction. First of all, we join D to C in the form of dotted lines. Similarly, we join B to E in the form of dotted lines. Here we draw perpendicular DQ to AC. So here DQ is perpendicular to AC. Similarly, we draw perpendicular EP to AB. As in the statement we have given that in the triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. Here we have to prove that this DE divides two sides, that is AB and AC, in equal ratio. Means we have to prove that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. For proving this, here we have done construction. Here we have joint B to E, similarly D to C, and we have done drawn perpendicular EP to AB, similarly DQ perpendicular to AC. Now let us come on the proof of this theorem. First of all, we look in the triangle ADE. This is the ADE. Here DQ is the height in that case. So here we can apply the formula of half into base into height. So here AE is the height. Sorry, A is the base and DQ is the height. So here we have a triangle of area of triangle ADE, half into AE into DQ. AE in that case base and DQ is the height, and we consider it as the equation number first. Similarly, again when we in the come in the triangle ADE, so here we are looking here that EP is the height of that triangle and AD is the base. So here in triangle ADE, when EP is height, so we have area of triangle is equal to half into AD multiply EP, and we consider it as the equation number second. Now let us come in this triangle B D E. Here we have a triangle. In that case, here BD is the base and here EP is the height of that triangle. So here BD is the base, when EP is height, so we have an area of triangle BDE. Again on applying the formula of area of triangle, any triangle is equal to half into base into height. So here BD is the base and EP is the height, half into BD into EP, and we consider it as the equation number third. Similarly, when we look into the triangle CDE, or you can say DEC, CED. Here in that case, DQ is the height of that triangle and CE is the base. So the area of that triangle CDE, when DQ is height, so we have the area of triangle CD is equal to half into CE into DQ, and we consider it as the equation number 4. Yes, we have found the areas of triangle ADE when DQ is height, and again in triangle ADE when EP is height. Similarly in triangle ABDE, EP is height, and in triangle CD DQ is height. We have given first, second, third and fourth equation, their areas. Now we divide the area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE. So on dividing equation first and fourth, we get area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CD is equal to half into AE into DQ upon half into CE into DQ. Here DQ D cancel out, half cancel out each other, we get area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CD is equal to AE upon CE, and we consider it is as the equation number 5th. Similarly, on dividing equation number second and third, we get area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle BDE equal to half into AD into EP upon half into BD into EP. So this is cancel out each other, we get area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle BDE is equal to AD upon BD, and we consider it as equation number 6th here. Now here, as we have studied in our class 9 that in the chapter area of quadrilaterals and parallelograms, that the triangle which lies on the same base and between the same parallels, so the areas of both triangles are equal to each other. So similar condition is applying here. We can see in triangle BDE and in triangle CDE that both triangle BDE and CDE are lying on same base, which is DE. Here triangle BDE and triangle CDE are lying on the same base, which is DE, and here these two triangles are lies between the same parallels. Here DE is parallel to BC. Here DE is parallel to BC. That's why the area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE on applying that theorem. So here now here area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE, and we consider it as equation number 7th, and I have written this in the form of a statement that triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So we can apply this equation number 7th in equation number 6th. So using 7th in 6th, we get area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE, as area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CDE. So here replace area of triangle BDE is replaced by area of triangle CDE in that equation. So we get area of triangle ADE by area of triangle CDE is equal to AD upon BD, and we consider it as equation number 8. So on comparing equation number 5th and equation number 8th, we get AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC or CE. You can write both same. So here we have proved that AD upon BD or AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC or AE upon CE. You can write this. So it's a proof of the given theorem. Now let us come on the proof of converse of basic proportionality theorem. The proof of that theorem also comes in the exam. So let us come on the statement. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then line is parallel to the third side. Now again I am coming on the statement. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then line is parallel to the third side. By the diagram, here it's a triangle ABC. Here DE is a line which divides the two sides of a triangle which is AB and AC in the same ratio. That is AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, which is given here. AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. We have to prove that in the theorem that DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. We have to prove that. Now let us come on the proof of this theorem. Before this, we do some construction. Let it possible that DE is not parallel to BC. Let it possible that DE is not parallel to BC. We consider that. In construction, we consider that DE is not parallel to BC. So it means that we draw another line DE dash such that DE is parallel to BC. So we consider another line DE dash which is parallel to BC. So now let us come on the proof. As in the construction, in the triangle ABC, DE dash is parallel to BC. So by basic proportionality theorem, we can say AD upon DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C. By basic proportionality theorem, we can say AD upon DB is equal to AE dash upon E dash C, and we consider it as equation number first. But in the given that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, it is given in the given. So we consider it as equation number second. From first and second, we get AE upon EC is equal to AE dash by E dash C. Now here we do on adding for 1 both sides. So here AE upon EC plus 1 equal to AE dash upon E dash C plus 1. So on taking LCM, we get AE upon EC by EC equal to AE dash plus E dash C upon E dash C. So here now let us come. Here AE plus EC. AE plus EC. This is equal to AC. Similarly, AE dash plus E dash C is equal to AC. So here AC by EC is equal to AC by E dash C. So here AC cancel out each other. We get 1 by EC is equal to 1 by E dash C. On cross multiplication, we get E dash C is equal to EC. So we can see that from our, we can say that here as conditions coming E dash C is equal to EC, so we can say that this condition is possible only when E dash and E both are coincides, means both are same points. Here that EC and E dash C both are equal only when this point E dash lie on E. E dash lie on E means that E dash and E both are coincide, both are same point. So by this we can say that DE dash coincide with DE, means because at E dash and E are coincides, so this DE dash is lies on DE, means they are overlapping with each other. It means here DE dash is equal to DE. So we can say that since in the construction we have said that DE dash is parallel to BC, so similarly we can say that DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC, which is the required proof of the theorem. I hope you have understood the concepts of two theorems of basic proportionality theorem and the converse of basic proportionality theorem. These are an important theorems. Please do the practice of these two theorems at your home. Here homework for you. Please revise these two theorems, their statement and proofs. Please take care of yourself and of your family members. If you feel any problem, please you can write in the comment box of my YouTube channel.